lot of things that the Trump administration could do may be beneficial for the housing market, perhaps for the overall economy. But either way, the housing market's still going to be strong. Interest rates will continue to move up a little bit, but will not get out of hand. Combine that with low inventory, and it's a recipe for prices moving higher in the real estate environment. So we started to see interest rates rise because of certain factors: a tight labor market, an increase in oil prices, and we've seen a hot stock market, which occurred after the election, pushing yields here in the U.S. a little bit higher than they were in 2016. That will have an effect on refinances. Refinances will slow. However, the purchase market is still going to be very strong. Now, I've been bullish on the housing market for the past 5 years. When you take a look at some of the basics, just supply and demand. Millennials are the largest population segment in the United States. We see the trends in birth rates of 33-year-olds, the median age of a first-time home buyer. They're on the rise for the next 9 years. They're also a bit cautious because of what happened a few years back. Could there be a collapse in housing? And that fear is still fresh in their minds. So it's taking them a little time to warm to this. They're just waiting a little bit longer to get married, in turn waiting a little bit longer to have kids, and oftentimes that's postponing the decision to purchase a home. But as they realize that rents are going up, inventory levels tight, I believe that a wave of millennials to come into the housing market is just on the horizon. Something else that Donald Trump has been talking about would be an infrastructure spend. A massive infrastructure spend can be great, but of course it has to be funded. And the typical way that it will be funded would be by selling bonds or notes from the Treasury. The excess supply coming to the market will probably push yields higher. And in order to incent individuals to put their money into these things, probably have to offer a higher yield. That would push overall mortgage rates a little bit higher and cause people perhaps to not be as qualified for a loan or to think twice about purchasing a home because of the added cost. However, if it doesn't come to fruition, I still feel that the housing market is very favorable going forward, and interest rates will remain in good shape for the next several years.